I got punished for doing a show in high school. When I missed dance class to go do a show at downtown Pittsburgh at a big theater, it was like a union production. I came back from that and my dance teacher was like, get your ass to the back of the room. You need to earn your way back up
Ooh.
front.
Ooh.
He didn't talk to me for like 2 months.
Wow.
No, like, congrats on the show. No, fuck that. He was like, get in the back. You're fat.
Yeah. I mean, we are tough skin.
Mm-hmm.
That is I mean, now it would be not that. They would get sued if that was.
Oh God, there's so much that he would have gotten sued for.
Yeah. That's
lighting
right.
lighters under our legs so our arabesque would go higher.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Oh
We'd
my
be
God.
at the bar. We'd be at the bar and we'd be like, lift 2, 3, and hold. Hold. And you would hear flick. And you feel a little bit of heat under your ankle. And you're like, he's going to burn me. He's going to burn. He's going to burn me.
Oh my God.
He would put folding chairs in the middle of the studio and make us pike over them. But you know what? We were so good though.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I've never been a better dancer than I was like my senior year of high school.
God.
Strong and fearful. Also fearless.
Our ballet teacher told my entire class when I was 14 that we all needed to lose at least 5 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They just spoke to us like that, but without telling us how.
That's right.
Never.
Yeah.
That same teacher,
eat well and, increase your protein. That's what I'm trying to talk to my daughter about right now, because, she's 13 and she has body image issues. They all do. Yeah. And I said, I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I had. I want to be able to, as your parent, tell you that you're beautiful the way you are, because you are. However, I know what it's like to be 13. So let's have a conversation about eating healthy.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't taught that. One of my friends ate so many carrots, her whole body turned orange. Another one of my friends would make herself throw up. So she had like black eyes. Literally black eye. Like, we didn't know.
Just get rid of it. Get rid of the pounds. We're not going to.
Get rid of the pounds.
That same teacher used to, so I grew up in Pittsburgh and we were dancing and he was like, if you want to get into college, unless you want to go to Fat City, he called Point Park University Fat City. That's what he called it. You want to go be a dance major at Fat City, that's fine.
I mean, that is phenomenal. Phenomenal.
No. And then one time we were standing getting ready for warm-ups and he looked at my friend and looked at her stomach and said, put that away. Put that away.
Get rid of it.
Oh my God, no wonder we're all fucked up, right?
Welcome back to Creative Mamas Unplugged. Today, we give you part 3 with Erika Shannon Hathaway, from raising middle schoolers to what's a yes and what's a hard no, and actually having the conversations that really matter. Connect on our hormones and emotional regulation. And we get a dose of Erika's magic as she shares how she supports herself and her teen daughter through this season. Let's dive in.
You're such an expert in menopause and perimenopause. And now you have a teenage daughter who's going through hormones. And
it's so fun.
That looks like in your house.
Hormones aplenty.
And give us tips, please.
Oh my God. Well, you're going through it too, Cher. Like, you have the same thing going on. And you have boys, Shelly. I don't even know what that would be like. What it's like in this house is Anna is really comfortable talking about her hormones and talking about her period and talking about PMS and cramps and acne and all of those things. I really think that being a menopause educator and a coach has helped her feel like it's not taboo to talk about that. She'll talk about it in front of my dad. She'll talk about it in front of my husband. She doesn't care. She doesn't know any different. She's like, what? This is just what my body does. And so I think in that way, we have an understanding because I have explained to her that I'm going through the reverse of what she's going through. And it's having a lot of the same effects because of how we're hormonally affected by the changes that happen during puberty and the changes that happen during perimenopause and menopause. Um, Also, we are pretty aware in this house whenever she has her period, or she's like, "Mom, it's my day 2. Can you please lay off of me?"
Oh my God, my day too.
And I'm like, what kind of monster have I created? Because
So specific.
yeah, because she's so specific about it. She really knows. And it's it when I was a kid, our parents didn't talk to us about shit. I figured everything out on my own, and it's no reflection of my mom being anything but a stellar mom, but like our parents just didn't tell us things. And so I had a lot of confusion when I was younger, so I wanted her to feel comfortable talking about these things, at least to me. I never intended for her to be so super comfortable talking about it in front of everybody, but I think it's freaking great. I love it.
Yeah.
There are moments when we get into it because I'm trying to regulate myself hormonally. I'm playing with my hormone doses, and I'm in constant contact with my doctor about my hormone stuff, and trying to figure out. We also have external stressors going on too. So I'm like, what is my hormones, and what is the situation? Like, and that's hard to figure out. And also, I said to my husband just before I got on this call with you guys, I was like, it's actually kind of annoying that I know as much about hormones as I know, because if I didn't, I feel like I'd just be blissfully ignorant about it, and be like, not that I would feel better, because I do think that hormone therapy and all those things are very beneficial for me, but I think that I would just be like, just fix it, Erika. Like Gen X myself, and be
Yeah.
like,
Gen X.
just fix it, handle
Mhm.
it.
Mhm.
Instead, I'm like, well, maybe I need to start DHEA again. Maybe I need to up my dosage. Maybe I need to regulate my cortisol a little more, and I get so annoyed with myself. But in the long run, I think it's good. And Anna sees it and has questions. And, I think that just the openness is nice.
The openness. Well, that's the
Yeah.
difference between, and again, to your point of like, we all had great parents, right? It's like, it's just the openness of it all, the openness of the menopause talk, the openness about sex, the openness about how your marriage changes when you have kids,
Yeah.
things like that, that like we now see because we're in it. But, I openly, we have had, the boys are quite aware of what sex is and what happens and what you do if you're going to have it and all of these things. I mean, we started that talk as early as we could, just to not keep it so taboo, because it's going to happen. It's not like the goal isn't to keep this all from happening and to keep it clean. It's like the goal is to be real and transparent with our kids, right? And
Yeah.
so, I mean, even Colin said last night, we were talking, he got home from practice really late, and we were talking until like 11 o'clock. And he said, Mom, we were all sitting around the lunch table yesterday, and we were talking, and we were talking about girls. And then my one friend said, yeah, my girlfriend's just kind of being really weird. I don't know. She's just being different. She's just being weird. And his other friend goes, well, you know what that means when the girls act weird. You know what that means? And they were like, what? And he's like, it means that she's ready for you to propose. She thinks you're going to propose. And I was like, I totally thought you were going to say they're on their period.
Right.
I love that that wasn't a like, you know what that means? I mean, she's on her period. Like they're so much more socially conscious, I think, these kids, but it's really funny.
Aww.
That's so cute.
That's so cute. I've been talking to my girls, and I'm like, girls, I'm going to talk to you, because they're wearing these sexy little outfits now. They're 13, and they have got their I mean, they've got their little tanks and their belly showing, and they're
Mhm.
and they've got their makeup and their hair, and they look beautiful.
Yep.
And I always say to them, you have full autonomy over your body. There is nothing wrong with wanting to dress however you want to dress. If you want to wear a crop top because it makes you feel good, then go ahead and wear that crop top. You wear whatever you want if it makes you feel good. However, I want you to know that you are going to attract boys. And the older you get, you're going to see more and more of that. So you can choose to wear whatever you want. You can have that low cut top, but it is going to attract the boys. And so it's up to you to decide how you want to tame those lions.
That's so true. That's so true. My daughter dresses, it oscillates between homeless, oversized hoodie and sweatpants
Mm-hmm.
to tube top,
Mm-hmm.
jeans, hair. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like makeup, but it's like and my daughter has like a banging body. I'm like, where did you get that? Her butt is like amazing and she's got boobs. I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like you're old. You're like a teenager. I have to worry about you in a different way now. So I have to have that conversation with her too. Like, I want
Yeah.
you to feel really good, but just know, like, you have to deal. And sometimes when you attract boys, you're going to attract them for the wrong reasons. So you have to be prepared. And I haven't even had like the consent conversation with her yet. She's just not there yet, I think, but it's time.
Yeah.
I have for a while, and they're always like, "Oh, mom, ew, ew, please stop, stop, stop." I'm like, "You want to talk about sex? Come talk to me about sex."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said to Willow yesterday, "You know what a condom is?" She was like, "A what?" I was like, "I'm going to explain what a condom is."
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "Oh, mom, I don't want to hear it." But,
But now she knows.
yeah,
Yeah.
they have to know.
They have to know.
Kids are growing up too fast. And
My
it's
God.
the world that we live in, and it's what they're exposed to. So
My daughter is obsessed. Yeah, my daughter loves reading. She reads like a crazy person and she reads like romantic books, like
Oh, that's
all
cool.
those Lynn Painter books and those little meet cute books. And I'm like, oh my God, like can't you read Percy Jackson? Like can't you read like
Harry Potter.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, but
Yeah. But it's happening. I mean, it's like that's the interest. I mean, my son's watching Dexter. What a terrible mom I am. He's like, Mom, I started watching Dexter. I'm like, let me join you. Let play with me. Okay.
Yeah.
And but like, we've held off on like scary movies, horror movies. Like we really like paid close attention to that. And he's 14. And like, look, if you can handle the blood and the gore, I'm not mad at that. It's time. It's fine. Like you've built up, I think that he's okay with that. But it's the way that they treat women. There's a lot of murdering sex workers. There's a lot of the B word being used to women because this was like what, like 2010, 2011, 12, something like that. Like it wasn't that long ago, but it was all like pre-Me Too movement and all this stuff. So it's like, there's a lot of old, patterns and ways of speaking that I'm just kind of like, that's not, we don't do that, right? He's like, Mom, God, I know. Okay, just watch a show. But I'm like, look, if this is all his friends are watching it, and this is the first show that I feel like he's watched that is like heavy content. Like he doesn't watch Breaking Bad. His friends watch that. I don't
really
watch Breaking Bad. Yeah. I mean, that like they're all very into all these adult series that we've already watched, my husband and I. But I'm like, okay, if you feel like you can handle it, I keep an eye on it. But I think at some point I have to like start letting go. We have a lot of other things in place that are very protective, especially around phones and screens. But like, I want them to watch shows, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I take it case by case, but these are the things that are interesting to them at times, his age group and the boys that he's with. I mean, he also watches a lot of very benign shows, but this is one where I'm like, well, okay, I guess if it's coming, I have to pick my battles. I cannot battle every single thing.
Yeah.
And
did they get into Stranger Things?
Oh yeah, for sure. And that we watched like, cause they were too young. Like all of our kids were too young when the show first came out for any of us to really binge it with them. Right. So like Brian and I started early right away in 2015, whatever, but they started in like, 2019. something like, no, not even, sorry. It was way post-COVID. Like Colin was in 6th grade, but I didn't let them watch it until Colin was in 6th grade because I didn't think they were going to be able to handle the scare and all this stuff. But now, we binge watched all 5 seasons. We just saw the Broadway show. I mean, we are.
Oh, so good.
Beautiful. You saw it earlier, right?
Yes.
You left.
I loved it.
About it, I think. Yeah.
I thought the Duffer Brothers really wrote a lot of good female characters and with a lot of power. Like the female characters made shit happen in that show in such a good way. And I was really happy to see that. I mean, I loved everything about that show.
I know, but the moms are the heroes. The moms and the kids. That's what I love.
Karen with that wine bottle.
Fuck Karen Wheeler of it all.
Karen Wheeler in the laundry room. Karen Wheeler with the wine bottle. Yeah.
The fucking laundry room. She dried the clothes.
Creative Mamas Unplugged is produced by Breatheasy Productions with music by Jeremy Jurin. If you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to give my mama 5 stars and keep coming back. Thanks to us kids, there are plenty of stories to tell. And you are not alone.
We are inspired by you. Thank you for joining our Creative Mamas community. Support Creative Mamas Unplugged on Patreon to get your name in the credits, receive extra content, and earn some fun prizes. With this, we can keep creating, uplifting, and growing this incredible community together. We love you so much. Applause.